So you've looked at a Chinese motorcycle, a dual sport. Your friends tell you it's crap. Are they? We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it on the Rant and Ride.
Look what happened. I woke up in a big old pile of money. All you KTM guys, come on. I'm Team Warren. Don't think I'm coming down on you. I, on the other hand, and you on the other hand, and a lot of people on the other hand. So why don't we have a 450? As a competitor, do a lot of body.
But here's my thinking.
Woohoo, buddy. All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? What's cracking? What's snapping? Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a good day, had a good week, good whatever. Just hopefully it was good in general. Joe here, 690adv.com. Make sure you guys go, sign up, get the decals. Like I said, they're free. They don't cost nothing. Go get them while they're getting good, because you got to have one to win. Anyway, to the rant intro. So you're thinking about maybe getting into dual sporting, and you ran across a Chinese motorcycle. And you go and talk to your buddy, or you go on the internet and you try to get some info on that stuff, and all you hear about Chinese bikes is, man, you buy that? They suck, bro. You're going to regret it. Well, I'm here to tell you. Are you? Are you going to regret it? I don't know. Chinese motorcycles, believe it or not. Now, I'm not going to say all, but I'm going to say some Chinese bikes. And I'm only going to throw out a couple because I'm not super knowledgeable about Chinese motorcycles. But I do know of the ones that have been around for a while. And I'm talking about the dual sport bikes, not the adventure type bikes like, like the BMW looking, the cruisers and stuff like that. I'm talking about dual sports, kind of like your enduros, your dirt bikes, that type of stuff. That's what I'm trying to get into, because that's really what people are interested in, is in that enduro dirt bike type deal. But the Chinese dual sports, they're slowly, I think they're getting better. I do. Does anybody out there own a Chinese dual sport? And if you do, which one do you have? And do you like it? Does it suit your need for what you're trying to accomplish in your riding? So the only two that I really know of that I'd even remotely cough up some cash, and they're cheap, man. They're pretty cheap. So if you want to buy a new bike and get into dual sporting, that you don't want to dump like 5, 6, 7, 8 grand. You can go pick them up, man. Some of them are like $1,900, $2,000. The Apollos, they're mainly known for their pit bikes, but they have been working on dual sport type bikes. And then the other is that Hawk, man. It looks very similar to a Yamaha. Most of them are 250 or 250cc bikes. And my big thing about the Chinese motorcycles is the only issue, and this is my personal opinion, you tell me what your issues are with them, other than just, oh, they suck, get the haters that come out and that know everything, and they just love to just, write just stupid stuff. But anyway, my biggest beef is parts. And I don't care, because most of that stuff is pretty generalized stuff. Sprockets, tires, rims, just the basic stuff. You can get most of that stuff, and it's all pretty universal. Clutches, throttles, cables, all that type of stuff. So to me, it's the engine. The engine is where I kind of have to draw the line. Just got to shake that leg out. Get a little cold. It's nippy here in Dallas-Fort Worth. Is the engine parts. If it's fuel injected, can I get parts for the fuel injection system? Then you're moving into, like, what if I have, like valve shims, or if I got to make an adjustment or any of that type of stuff. Can I get parts for that? Or if the engine blows, can I get another engine for it? That's my biggest issue. So if I was looking into getting a Chinese dual sport bike or something along the lines of that, I would definitely do the research on, or if you're talking to that person, hey, if I have a problem with this bike, A, can I bring it here to get it fixed? Or is it something that I can get the parts and fix it myself? That's what I would dig into. And I would never laugh at anybody for getting a Chinese dual sport. And why? Because you're buying a dual sport. And that's what it's all about, man. You're getting a bike, man. You're getting out and you're doing it. And you're riding, man. You're riding. I had a subscriber get on and do a write-up and say, hey, man, I ride street bikes, but I'm getting a Chinese dual sport, or he got a Chinese dual sport. Don't laugh at me. And I was like, dude, I'm never going to laugh at you, bro. I think it's awesome, because at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is how well you maintain that bike. In all reality, how well are you going to maintain that bike? That's going to dictate that bike living or dying. Now, granted, the Japanese bikes, your Hondas, Yamaha, Suzuki, yada, 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 sometimes people just can't afford those. And, it makes them feel good to have a brand new motorcycle. And not only that, it's brand new and it's probably under $2,000, man. And that's not a bad deal. And believe it or not, some of these Chinese bikes, I know ADV Pulse did a review on one of those Chinese adventure bikes, and it did pretty darn good. You could check that out on ADV Pulse on their bike section, and it did a really good job. It held up very well. Now, is it going to last as long as a BMW or a Suzuki V-Strom or a GS7 or an 800? Probably not. But you know what? It also costs 5 times less. So, if you can buy 5 bikes for the price of one, do the math on that. But, what it gets down to is that what do you guys know about these Chinese bikes to help me get more knowledge? Not only that, but other riders, because that threw up a big deal with me with a subscriber telling me that he got a Chinese bike, and I'm hoping he's going to give me some good info on that bike and tell me all about it, because I don't think it's a bad idea. I really don't. I think that it's a good idea because, everybody only has what they have, and that may be the only thing that's in their wheelhouse, and it makes the most sense for them. It felt good, just, the whole 9 yards. So, but, what do you guys think about Chinese bikes? Can you find the good in them? Would you own one? Would you even buy one? I don't know. I might buy one. I really might. I might buy one if that's all I could afford and it kind of made the most sense. And I know that I'm going to get some comments going, I would never waste my money, bro, on a Chinese bike, man. Japanese or nothing, bro. I get it. I do. I get it. Be like, well, why would you buy that bike when you could just, shop around and add an extra $500 and then just go get you like a Honda or something like that, or a Yamaha or something, or yada, yada, yada. Again, I get it. But guess what? Everybody's different. Remember that. Everybody's different. And as soon as you realize that everybody's different, the better off you're probably going to be, because everybody is not going to have the same opinion as you, me, or, just about anyone else. So to me, I don't think it's a bad idea with a Chinese bike. I just don't. And I think it's awesome that going to get out and ride and learn our sport, and hopefully when he's out riding, all you guys that ride dual sports and stuff like that, maybe if you see somebody out there that's on a bike and you know that they're a new rider, or if they've been riding for a long time but they don't dual sport, dual sporting is not a sport bike. It's not a Harley. It's not, thing is we get the best of both worlds. Our bikes are not speed demons, but they can go pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, We see those dirt roads, man. We get the luxury of going down them. That is the beauty part of the dual sport, is we get to do that. And if you see somebody out there and they are new, or if they've been riding a long time and they're new to off-road riding or learning how to off-road ride, it would be nice if we could get over our egos and help those people in giving them information and useful stuff. And that's what the 690 channel is about. It's about helping and about making everybody part of a community that's awesome. And it's only awesome because of subscribers and watchers, just like yourself, that come in, comment, and help out. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I'm going to say it every week. I'm going to beat it in the dirt. It's never going to die in me because this channel is nothing without you. I make the videos because I get lots of information, and I build a lot of these videos based off of comments that I get, believe it or not. If you go back and research, some of this stuff pops up off of other stuff that I hear and see. So, Joe, 690 ADV, 690adv.com. Go to the website, fill it out, and get your free decal, and be part of the community. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, man. Go ahead, click the button, give us a thumbs up. We do appreciate it because the thumbs ups are awesome just as well. And we just want you to be part of it. And I just can't tell you, I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody and all the comments and all everybody that's out there. If you placed your order for your decal and you have not received it, please hang tight. They're going out. They're being mailed. I have a whole stack of them, man. I got quite a bit. But like I said, I appreciate you. And you guys have a great, fantastic weekend because remember, at the 690 Garage, we love you. And you guys have a fantastic weekend. Have a cold beer, whatever it is, man. Drink some hot chocolate if it's cold. I don't care. Whatever makes you happy. Get out. Get your adventure on. And until next week, 690 out.